Hey guys, I'm Kyle Davidson. I'm the developer behind Invasion, and I'm just making a quick video to demonstrate my game, how it works and its features. So I'm going to separate the video into two parts, one to demonstrate gameplay and one to talk about the technical side of the project, so things like its structure and the code involved in making it. So I'm going to start off with the game itself. I'm very happy with how Invasion turned out. It's the first game I've made from the ground up, and I've created and animated all the graphics myself. So first of all, this is a Silverlight with XNA hybrid application. I initially created the game as a standalone XNA game, but I wanted something unique for my menus, so I migrated the application to incorporate some Silverlight functionality. The menu and the armory page are both completely Silverlight built, and starting the game is really where the XNA just takes over. The first thing you want to do when you get a new game is learn how to play it. So Invasion is a tower defense game, which means we have a lot of weapons and defenses to use. I've provided a breakdown and overview of each tower in a Silverlight page I call the Armory. It shows the player their weapons, what they do and when to use them. After you've read through this and understand the towers, you're ready to go. So let's just go ahead and jump into the game. Now, the gameplay is broken into two phases, a build wave and an attack wave. The build wave gives you 30 seconds to prepare and plan your defense. The attack wave is when the enemies start invading. Once you destroy all the enemies in a wave, you enter a build wave again. So let's talk about the weapons. First and most importantly, you have the crystal/generator tower. This generates 5 resource every 7 seconds and is essential to staying alive in the game. This resource is used to purchase other towers and contributes to your score, which I'll explain in a bit. So the top left shows the player's resource. You start with 100 just to give you a bit of a head start, and the first thing you'll want to do is place a minimum of 2 crystals. Crystals are the only way to generate resource and are essentially the most important part of the gameplay. Next up we have the turret. This is your primary offensive tower. It blasts a low damage projectile every second and is good, and it's a good weapon to have as far away from the enemy as possible. Next is the highest damage and highest cost weapon in the game, the mine. It may look harmless, but once an enemy trips it, it kills everything in a 1 block radius. Following the mine, we have the shield, a low cost, high health tower designed to soak up damage and give the player some time to think. It's particularly useful with the mine because you can use the shield to group up enemies closely enough for one mine to take them all out. Last but certainly not least, we have the portal. The portal is useful for the more strategic players who want to stack resource and not buy a lot of defenses while still being able to defend each row successfully. It works by placing 2 portals at a total of 40 resource, which will teleport enemies from portal 1 to portal 2. So let's talk about why resource is so important. At the end of a successfully defended attack wave, the player's resource is cashed in to contribute towards the player's total score. So it's clear that someone that plays the game with fewer towers and more strategically will score more points than someone that just buys, say, an awful lot of turrets. So the last thing to talk about is the enemies. In Invasion we have 2 enemy types to deal with, walker drones and fire drones. Walker drones are slow, tough robots with huge metal jaws that will just shred anything it gets close enough to. You don't want to let a walker get close enough to one of your towers to bite it, it will just destroy it in seconds. The second enemy is the fire drone. It's faster, more fragile, and it throws extremely powerful fireballs that can one-shot crystals and most other towers right away. The player's turrets are effective against fire drones because a turret projectile can collide with a fire drone's fireball to stop it. Essentially, you're using your own bullets to take a bullet for you. The aim of the game is survive and rack up the highest score. If 2 enemies breach your defense, it's game over. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy playing Invasion as much as I enjoyed making it.